Hey, y'all, hey, how's everybody doing? And come on in, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. Oh, let me move this over there. Me and the team a tiny bit. See. Hey, hey, just get started. Hey, 7604. Hey, Mrs. Rich. Hey, Baby. Hey, Mama K. Hey, Darrell. Hey, Ocean Aura. What's happening? What's happening? Everybody tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. Hey James. Hey, I am Glorious Creations. Hey, Lot. Is that Lotus or Lottie King? Lottie King. That's a King. Lottie King. Hey, I am Letitia Page. Hey, Williams Lyon. Y'all tap the screen. Hey, Rose got a screen. How you doing, honey buns? Tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. Y'all only got 45 minutes and then I got to skedaddle. So the faster we get to our 10,000 likes and 50 shares, the faster we can get to the content today. We'll probably do a session today and a session Friday. Y'all never see me live tomorrow. Girl, say hey. Tracy, hey. Oh shoot. Hey, so what's going on? Hey, Layer House for meditation. What's going on? Hey, Yoli. If it's your first time here, everybody say, hey, girl, hey. If you've been here before, you're returning. Drop your crown in the chat. And y'all still don't see the housekeeping. Y'all know y'all got to give it to me so I can test my delay. Hey, Fiona, what's going on? Hey, Kiki. Hey, Sweet. Is that Sweet Qana? Is it Qana or Qana? I think it's on. I know it could be Anna, but most time N's have two E's. Is it Qiana? I think it's Qiana. Is it Anna or Anna? Let me know. Thank you for the housekeeping. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, housekeeping one that everybody needs to know about. So I put up a poll the other day and I asked y'all if y'all wanted to learn how to do a quick one to one or through a workshop. And 80% of y'all said that y'all wanted a workshop. So we're still in May. We're at the end of May. We got a few days left though. So I figured to celebrate my birthday, what I would do is I would take the workshop and mark it down by 50%. Okay. And I only have 50 seats and $97. So if you want to learn how to quick launch a product, a new page, a series, any of those sorts of types of things, then you should click the link in my bio and tap the first button. I got 50 seats for the workshop. It is first come, first serve to get the half off. Okay. Let's see. Next piece of housekeeping that you need to know about. When we were here, I think what did I go through? I went through 7 or 8 things that you guys were doing that were keeping you from making money. So we're going to go through the other portion so that you know how to make money. Because y'all know I'm never going to just be out here saying this is what you don't do. Back here. This is what you're doing that's not making money. And not tell you what to do. So get your pens, your papers, your tablets. Oh, it's Kiana. Okay, Kiana. Okay. I said Kiana instead of Kiana, baby. I was all the way off. Okay, I'm sorry. Sweet Kiana. Okay, my bad. Thank you for the enunciation key. And that's for anybody in here. If I ever like tear your name up or mispronounce it, like please give me an enunciation key. Okay, I'll be doing the best that I can. I do the best that I can. Hey, Miss Sharia Michelle. Hey, sweet Mama B, you got your planner today. Hooray. Some of y'all ordered like 2 planners or 4 planners. So when we were doing fulfillment, like the printer, our printer that does the what do you call those little things? The thermal printer that prints off the labels. The thermal printer started being weird and it would not print off like the proper weights. So some of you guys that ordered multiple planners is going to come in multiple packages, FYI. Uh, so if y'all ordered like 2, 3, or 4, you may get a couple packages today and a couple packages tomorrow because like around the last 50 or so, the thermal printer just started acting weird. It would not print off the rest of the shipping tickets. And Chad, after an hour of like getting frustrated with it and nobody could get it figured out what was going on, we were like, F it. So we had to like handwrite addresses and like take them to the post office and ship them normal. So FYI, some of y'all are probably like, why did they come like in multiple packages like that? Because the printer messed up. The printer, you got your planner. Shout out to everybody in here that's saying you got your planners. And shout out to everybody who got the profit planners. That's what's up. Let's see. Next piece of housekeeping that you guys need to know about. Thank you. I am about to be in the space probably next week where we can do more funnel clients. So if you need a funnel built, we can do that for you. I'm also about to be in the space for media buying. Y'all know I haven't opened up for more media purchasing clients because I've been full, and I'm good at media buying, and I create custom audiences, and they take a lot of time. So basically, media buying is people that we run your ads for you, but more specifically, we run ads to get you followers, we run ads to get you buyers, and we run ads to get people on your list. That's what I specialize in, and I can get people to your events. I can get like butts in your seats. So if you're interested in that, and if you need somebody, we'll have room for a couple of clients after next week because I'm wrapping up. So yeah, Chad, I'm getting free. Woo, okay. I got some projects and they are coming, the contracts are coming to an end. And so I'll be able to have a little bit more room. For those of you that do not know, I have several companies. I do a media buying and social media strategy and consulting. I also have a luxury event design and production company. And I dibble dabble in a little real estate, and I dibble dabble in a little, e-com. Okay. That's what I do. Okay. I be out here getting these coins. Okay. But more importantly, you guys want to know how you can get the coins. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Y'all, why are we being so slow with these tabs? I got a hard stop today. Hey, Dr. Joshua. Thank you, Dr. Joshua D. Mills. Hey, J.S. Hill. You said, thank the Lord for persistence and old school do it. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm not going to let a little technology stop me. Now, don't get me wrong. I love it when technology is working the way that it should, but sometimes technology doesn't work the way that we want it to. Sometimes technology will give us a little glitch, okay? So, as long as I got a Sharpie, I can make something happen. In there with Mama. She went in there with Mama Fiona. So, the Joy Sand is the star of the show, honey. I'm just a doo-wop pop chick, okay? I'm in the background. Joy Sand is the real star of the show. The people are here to see the Joy Sand, okay? Not to see me. So, yeah, she in there with Mama. Hey, y'all natural skincare. What's going on? How you doing, honey pie? Also, a lot of you guys have been asking me, when am I going to open up ad space for small business owners again? If you're in my monetization nation, we will do ads for y'all. Y'all can email customer support and we'll be able to do ads for small business owners again. So rosters got full. Okay. They got full. Y'all, when my stuff fills up, I just shut it down. I was getting I'm going to put y'all in my business. Okay. So I was getting very frustrated with some of the people that were contacting us because we would tell them that, there were people in front of them. Maybe like the ad spaces may have been full for like 3 months, and people would get an attitude with us for telling them that. But like, what do you want me to do? And then some people were like, well, I want to cut in front of other people. Well, that's just not how that works, especially for small business owners and startups. Some of y'all know, because some of y'all have reached out to people who have like hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, and y'all know how much they charge. And my rate was way, 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 way under for small business owners. And so I just felt some type of way that I'm like, not only are you being a nuisance and are you being disrespectful and unappreciative of the fact that like you're paying a tenth of what other people have to pay for this ad space. And then some of y'all came with bad ads and we would fix your ads so they would perform well. I was just like, I don't want to deal with it. So I just shut it down. I just left the people that we had on there. I left them on there and I was like, nope. Nope. Okay. So at this point, we're going to open it back up. But if y'all get the clowning, too bad. I'm closing it up again. Also, we're doing all the lovely workshops. Would you be able to do media buying from your trainings? You learn media buying inside of Instacoin. Are you talking about becoming a professional media buyer? If you want to become a professional media buyer, you would need to work with me one-to-one because I would need to train you extensively. Um, like as far as on the technicality part of purchasing ads, anybody can pick up the technical part. That's not hard. It's thinking like a customer. That's where people get messed up at. Thinking about the action that you want someone to take, and then figuring out how you get in front of those people. So the combination that you're telling YouTube or Google or Meta or TikTok to put into place so you can get in front of someone that actually would be interested in that item. So most people struggle with, the psychology of it. Most people struggle with thinking like the customer and how would you find the customer. But the technical part of putting together an ad, that's easy. I can teach anybody how to do that in a day. I can teach, the technicality is easy. Do you have free information to make, say, 5K by the end of June? Probably not for you. Blink, blink, blink. You know why I said that? Because I see you in my live streams all the time. So if you're in here, you probably should have been able to put together, especially the series that I just started at the front of May, to where you could have came up on 5 or 6K. I've told y'all this a bunch of times. Like a lot of y'all on the cool, you need, like, I may not be the person for you, right? But you need to go and get with a consultant that will put together a specific plan to tell you exactly what to do, tell you what to click, tell you what to post, tell you what to put on your opt-in page, tell you what to put in your copy, tell you like this is your audience combination and what we need to do. And let me be clear, it's not just you. 90% of people need someone to tell them what to do. 90% of people need somebody one-on-one. How can we get a one-on-one? Is it really pricey? Single mama here trying to make it happen. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all find money to pay for whatever y'all want to. For me, my prices, no, they're not pricey. I've helped over 11,000 people monetize their social media accounts. I have over 900 clients that have created six-figure incomes. I have 182 clients that have done $1 million in underneath a year. I have the #1 social media monetization program in the nation. I've been the top social media strategist in the country for going on 6 years. I have 2 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Awards. I got a BA in finance, a master's in business, and a doctoral degree. I run Fortune 500 companies, social media systems, and their conversion and their CVOs. So now, like my companies pay me $12,000 an hour. Large companies pay me $12,000 an hour. We put the power sessions on sale for my birthday. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them left at the discounted price at like $597 or something like that. But if people are paying me $12,000 an hour, and then y'all see regular clients, y'all see regular people get on all the time telling people how they work with me and their sales have doubled and tripled and quadrupled, how they were able to take something from nothing, to move it into something that's making from a concept or idea and turn it into something that's actually producing cash for them. So no, my price is my price, and I'm underpriced or whatever. But I will say this, at this point in time, again, the people that I try and create affordability levels for to give them access, they don't seem to understand like what a deal it is. So I'm really moving away from trying to assist or put that out there. And then y'all stop this stuff when y'all be like, I'm a single mom, or I'm disabled, I'm this or I'm that. It's manipulative. That's why I said stop it. Nobody cares. Ooh, y'all finna get mad. Nobody cares though. They don't. Like, y'all have to understand, if you're entering into the world of business, nobody cares what you have going on personally. Nobody cares when I get sick. Nobody cares if I'm heartbroken. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? I'm the caregiver for my mom. We're trying to beat cancer right now. No, I could get hit by a bus, and I'm telling you this, no one would give a shit. My event clients would want to know, but is my event still going to come together? My business clients would want to know, is my marketing still going to happen? Is my campaign going to happen? You have to understand, when you get in business, nobody cares. So going through saying like, oh, I'm a single mom, or I'm disabled, or I'm this or that. And it's not just y'all, like everybody. I get so many DMs of people doing that. Nobody cares. They don't care when you're in business. I wish, you know what I'm saying? Like I wish that people would say, oh, this is a business owner, it's a human, or this is a family-owned business. But the reality of the situation is nobody cares. And so you have to understand that. And it comes off being manipulative whenever you say things like, I'm a single mom. Why are you telling me you're a single mom? I'm a Black woman in America, a Black woman in the South in America. I have to face a lot of oppression. Technically, I'm disabled, but y'all don't know it because I never tell anybody that. Like I literally could get handicap tags for my vehicle right now. I've had 5 surgeries on my spine. I have days where I get up and I can't walk and I can't type and I can't even turn my head from left to right. But I don't say that to anybody. I don't use it for anything. So whenever you're requesting something, just make your request. Don't throw that extra on it because it makes people for us on the outside, it seems very manipulative. Whether your intention is to be manipulative or not. But it's not for me or anyone to have any mercy or put you in a special category because you're a single mom. It's lots of single moms all over the place. Blink, blink, blink. It's people that are here that's single moms and they pushing kids out of high school and college right now that's graduating with honors and cum laude. It's people that are single moms right now and they got up, went to school, got 2 or 3 degrees, got a house, have a job and a side hustle. There are women that are single moms and they have factory reset their whole entire lives. So y'all stop that. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? That's real AF. It is stop it. Stop leading. You said I'm a single dog mom. But seriously, stop leading with, what you consider to be a disadvantage or, you know what I'm saying? Something that's making something circumstantial that you feel like is creating an additional challenge or a barrier for you. Hey, Alyssa, truth be told, everybody is going through something, whether they look like it or not, no matter how much money they have in their bank account or not. Everybody on the planet Earth is going through something. Everybody. And if you're not going through something, you'd have been through something. If you ain't been through it, you finna go through it. Okay, that's just life. That's just what comes with it. Hey, Larissa, what's going on, gorgeous? All right, everybody, y'all know what I want to see. Hey, God, hey, y'all give it up to the big God because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. I've been able to use it to make a crap load of money for myself, but more importantly, I've been able to help a bunch of y'all make a crap load of money. If you're in here and if I have helped you make money, drop the dollar bills, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, the dinero, whatever makes you feel good in your sha-na-na. Okay, how about that? Blinkety blink, 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 blink. Oh, y'all, and I know we have to do a giveaway. The way my schedule was set up and I had something that came up, we couldn't do the giveaway, but we're going to do the giveaway this weekend. We're giving away a Chanel purse. We have Louis Vuitton perfume. I think we have 2 or 3 manifestation kits to give away this weekend. So we're doing a giveaway. So I still have everybody's names. I just need to type them up and put them in the glass bowl. Y'all know how we do. And then we pull the numbers. Thank you everybody for the Hey God Hays. And thank you for everybody dropping the money bags and the dollar signs. I appreciate it. Okay. Let the people know. Okay, let the people know. You said, Lady Liberty Tech said, thank you for being real. This needed to be said. Born blind, an unmarried mom and caregiver, but through it all, I'm capable and grateful. Amen. Yes, okay. Whatever you tell yourself you can do, you can. Whatever you tell yourself you can't, you won't. Period. Everybody else, y'all know what I want to see. Ready, 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 ready. Let me see it roll through those comments. Okay. Are we? I think we at the shares. Let me see. Oh, we close enough. We're gonna get started, distant love, because it's almost 3:20. And like I said, I got a hard stop at 3:45 today. Let me get my my visual aid up here. Maybe I'm gonna get it up here. Maybe I'm not. Oh no, that's not the one we want. We want the one where to put it in front of me. Oh, that's the Mona Lisa. Y'all, I hate this one. It's so weird with those freaking eyes. It's so creepy. Oh my God, it's so creepy. Let's be like, I'm like, what are we doing? I'm like, who created that? It's so stupid. Okay, let's see if we can do it on Instagram. Sometimes when I try and do the visuals on Instagram, The app be trip. Oh, look at all these cute pictures of me in here. I don't remember taking these, but okay. Look at me. I'm cute. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I got distracted. I'm like, look at me. Okay, it's not over here. So y'all just are right hard. Okay. Thoughts on Myron? I like Myron. I like Myron a lot. I don't know anything about Alex Hormozy. Like I've heard his name before, but I've never listened to any seminars, sessions. I don't know what he teaches. I have no idea. But I'm very familiar with Myron, and I think Myron is great. Okay. So speaking of great, let's talk about a great offer. Okay. A lot of y'all are having a disconnect with your ideal audience or your target audience and the offer. I need everybody to put offer in the chat because the offer and the audience correlation is where all of this is going to start. You're not going to make any money if we don't have a great offer. Okay. And a great Hey Fit Sisterhood, a great offer is not what you think is great, is what your audience thinks is great. Okay. Is what your audience thinks is great. I'm going to say it again. It's what your audience thinks is great. Now, I am a firm believer that you can sell anything. Okay. However, you cannot sell anything to anyone. Okay. Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? You can make money selling anything, but you can't sell anything to everyone. You can't sell anything to anyone. Why? Because some people are going to find value in what you have to offer and others will not. Some people are going to be able to afford it. Some other people won't be able to afford it. Some people are going to feel like it's an immediate need or it's a solution or answer to a question. Some people are not. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And so our job is to find a group of people that are going to say, hey, this is relevant to my life. Hey, this meets a need. Okay. Hey, this is something that helps me with a desire, helps me hit a goal. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So when we're looking for an offer, a part of your offer is who is it being offered to? And a lot of y'all don't think about that. Y'all just are like, oh, this is my ebook, or what's that? Y'all like doing what's it called? MRR, the master resale rights. Y'all just be like, oh, I'm gonna just do this and just make a crap load of money. Or y'all go find some random like drop shipping product, or you do a drop shipping general store and you're like, why aren't I making money? Right? Or y'all will pop up and y'all will be like, I want to sell hair. Oh my God, it was so many of y'all out here selling hair like 24 months ago, right? But y'all weren't thinking about, well, who's the audience that I have to sell these services or these products to. So please understand, I'm a firm believer that you can sell anything. Okay, we just got to find the right people to sell it to. And that is a part of your offer. So when we're sitting down and we're thinking about a great offer and we're trying to create an offer, the first thing first, if I don't know, some of y'all already have an audience, some of y'all have the offer or the idea. Okay. Some of y'all don't have either one. You don't have an audience or idea. You're starting from scratch. First thing first, when you're looking at what you have to put out there into the world, you need to be able to make a defined list of at least 3 groups of people who would want that thing. If you cannot come up with at least 3 groups of people that would want whatever it is that you're offering out here, whether it's conversation, community, membership, advice, physical products, retail, food, I don't care, whatever it is, if you can't think of at least 3 different groups of people that will want that thing, you're probably not going to make money with it. Blink, blink, blink. Because if you can't clearly define who should be consuming this offer, how are you going to find them if you don't know who you're looking for? Blink, blink, blink. How are you going to find these people if you don't know who you're looking for? See, y'all not thinking about that. So before the next time somebody tells you to get a t-shirt business online or to come up with what they call them, low content books, they're like, oh, you can just get this journal and sell it on Amazon and you're going to make buku's money. No, you're not, because a lot of y'all did that and you ain't made no money. Okay. The next time somebody tells you like, oh, all you got to do is make an ebook and you're just going to make a ton of money. No, you're not, because you haven't done it yet. You know why you haven't made the money? Because you haven't taken the time to figure out who wants to read this ebook. Who wants to use this body butter? Who wants to come and get their eyebrows waxed with me? Who wants to wear my wigs? Who want, you know what I'm saying? Who wants to be in this membership? You have to get that part figured out before you even start posting. Because once you have that part figured out, that's what's going to dictate to you what your content bucket should be like, what your content bucket should be, and what your content should look like, and the words you should be using, and the verbiage, and the songs, and the music, and even the community topics that you should be chiming in on. Everybody got it? So when we're thinking about an offer, we have to think about the audience. The offer and the consumer go together. They're like this. They're intertwined. Okay? They're interlocked. You can't separate the two. I could have something super fabulous like, okay, right now I'm teaching you guys how we're making money online, right? And let's say I was talking to a bunch of people that do not care about monetizing their social media. They don't care about creating an additional revenue stream. Doesn't matter how good my information is if I'm talking to the wrong people. They don't care, right? Let's say I was giving this information to a bunch of people that, like to see girls bounce that A all day long. Okay. They like, I'm just here to objectify and sexualize women. I'm looking for OF content. They're like, baby, we don't care what you're over here talking about, what's in your brain. Okay. We're trying to see your behind. You understand what I'm saying? It wouldn't matter. I would never make any sales unless I was up here giving this information in lingerie and a pair of naughty lady glasses. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So a lot of y'all that's the equivalent of what some of y'all are doing. Y'all are over here trying to give something to a group of people. You're trying to give something intellectual to a group of people that are like, I just want to see booty cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You have to make it make sense. So we got to fit when we're like, what am I putting out here? Who's the people that want this? If you can't think of 3 sets of people, baby, abandon it. Start something else, because you're going to have a hard time finding the right people and you don't even know who you're looking for. Okay, blink, blink, blink. Thank you, Lady T3. I know some of y'all like, oh, I know that was a very crass example. Okay, I'm just keeping it a buck. Second thing, we need a pre-offer, and nobody teaches y'all about a pre-offer. Pre-offers and pre-orders are not the same thing. A lot of times when I bring up the concept of a pre-offer, people confuse it with a pre-order. A pre-order is when people are paying you money in advance to get something that you don't necessarily have yet. Maybe it isn't in production yet. Maybe it still has to be shipped to you. Maybe the release day is 60 days from now, and people are going to be able to purchase it at a discount, or maybe they can get something free or a little something extra because they decided to pre-order from you. A pre-offer is something that the customer is going to get relatively immediately. These are products or services, whether they are digital or physical or retail, that you already have on hand. These particular pre-offers, they correlate with your core offer or your main offer. So whenever we're looking at what the main offer is, so my main offer or my core offer is my Instacoin Academy. Okay. Instacoin is where I work with small business owners and startups and content creators for a year. I work with them to develop their concepts, build up their brands, put their systems in places, be able to make money from the apps, get brand deals, and then also come up with their own products and services to be able to package them up and sell them. That's what we do inside of Instacoin Academy, right? Now, I have little bitty other like courses and classes and workshops and webinars. And we have a few physical products that all correlate with everything that you learn inside of Instacoin. And a lot of you guys will buy little digital products from me. You'll buy broadcast bundles and replays from me. Some of you guys may purchase like in-person workshops from me. And then eventually you come into Instacoin after you've tried some of the smaller stuff and you're like, okay, I like it. I'm making progress. I'm getting information. You come to a conclusion. You say, you know what? I need to work with Ashley Ann. And y'all get inside of Instacoin and then you work with me for the next year, right? And we actually build your businesses out. How can we do pre-offer with body butter business? It's very, very easy. It's very easy. Click the link in the bio, tap the one-on-one, book yourself a power session. I'll be happy to give you a long list of pre-offers that you can make. I have lots of clients that do body butters and different products. A lot of them. Balm D Cosmetics, they work with me. Ancient Cosmetics work with me. Baby, sales through the roof. Okay. I got a lot. Yaya's Naturals was in here earlier. I got some of her body butter in there right now. Jolin Skincare, I do her oils and stuff like that. Okay. Pre-offer like a lead magnet. Nope. Pre-offer and lead magnets are two totally different things. A pre-offer is something that people need to purchase. It's not free. Your lead magnet is free. Hey, Central. Your pre-offer, people need to purchase it. But it needs to be in the vein. It needs to be in alignment. It has to correlate with your core offer. So pre-offers are paid. They're not free. And a lot of times people will start off right with a smaller transaction amount before they start moving into a larger transaction or repeat or becoming a repeat or return customer. Blink, blink, blink. Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? A pre-order, people are buying it before it's available. That's what makes it a pre-order. So someone could pre-order something a whole 2-3 months, and they will wait to get their product. They will wait because they know it's a pre-order. People, when I first, what was it that we were doing? And we had pre-ordered. I think it was when I first developed the power sessions or the laser sessions, I think. And I didn't have space to take on a client until July. But what I did was like, hey, I was like, you can go ahead and lock your spot in and you can pay this money. And in July is when we'll start taking, the calls and doing the sessions, and people purchase them. We sold out of the pre-orders. We did that with Instacorn Academy too. I'll be like, the next round is going to be in the spring. I was like, it's going to be in between, the beginning of March and the end of April. And this would be in like January. I'd be like, if you want to lock your spot and you want to get into Instacoin for only like $2,900 instead of $5,000, you can go ahead and lock your spot in right now. And people would go ahead and they would lock their spot in, or they would start their payment plans. And then once we open up the doors in April for the next set of people for the next class, I may have only had 20 or 30 seats left because people were pre-ordering, they were reserving their spots. So you can do a pre-order is people, they understand I'm paying money and there's going to be a delay when I get the service or the product. Okay. A pre-offer, there's no delay. Pre-offers have a lower price point than whatever the core offer or whatever the major thing is. And we put that up in a way so that people are willing, right? We're testing our market. We're looking for proof of concept to see, do we have an audience of people that even want this other thing from us? And a lot of times, if you do your pre-offer and no one's purchasing your pre-offer, I can tell you with confidence, no one's going to purchase your main offer. Your core offer is going to be trash. You're going to put it out there and you're going to be like, I don't understand why it's not working. I don't understand why I'm not making money. And it's going to be because you never put out a pre-offer. You were just out here on a, hey, Queen Niche, you were just out here on a wing and a prayer, hoping, praying, you know what I'm saying, that you were going in the right direction. Your pre-offers let you know that you're moving in the right direction and you're going to have a successful launch or cart opening once you get started. Okay. Now, the next thing you need is a lead magnet. Okay. Boss Lady Kendra, this is what you were just asking about. Lead magnets literally do what they are, what they say in the name. They generate leads for you. Okay. Now, let me be clear. Some of y'all think that every time you get a follower, it's a lead. And there are people that will tell you that. That's why you think that. That is not true. Just because somebody followed you doesn't mean that they have any intention on supporting you outside of that app. Okay. Just because somebody followed you, they could have followed you for inspiration. They could have followed you because they like your personality. They could have followed you, you know what I mean? Because they like that piece of content that you put out at that moment. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be a legitimate like customer for you. It doesn't mean that when you put out an affiliate deal or a product that they're going to go over and buy it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean any of that. It literally just means that they followed you. Okay. When we're looking for a lead, a good quality lead, that is someone that fits your customer avatar, right? Those 1 or 3 when we're thinking about who we offer something to. This is someone who's looking for their solution or their answer or to purchase within a specific time frame. Normally, we're looking for people that are wanting to do a purchase within 30 days or less, which is what it, and normally a lot of times I like my leads hot. Like I like my leads, people, they ready to get a solution right now and get on it. Okay. I typically am not going to get on the phone with you and I feel like you trying to do something 6 months from now. You can talk to somebody else on my team. They can warm you up, go back and forth with you. But if you're not willing to make your purchase right now, you're not talking to me. Blink, blink, blink. Doesn't make sense for you to talk to me. I would be losing money at that point. Okay, that's not a good utilization of my services, of my talent, of my time. And there are people, we have enough people in our pipeline that are like willing to get their ads built, willing for their funnels, willing to come into Instagram, into Instacoin, willing to come into KE cohort. Like they want to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to people that want their solutions right now, right? So your lead is going to be somebody, they are like timely, like within a reasonable amount of time, they are willing to make a purchase and to consume your products and services. Okay. Also, another thing about a good lead, it's the decision maker. If it's not the decision maker, it's probably not a good lead. Okay. Because there are a lot of tire kickers out there. There are a lot of people that are sitting around out here, y'all. They're bored. They're lonely. They just in here like, there's this woman, and this is why she frustrates me. It's not because she never becomes a client. It's because she literally comes in and she tells lies that no one asked her for. She literally is coming and giving me unnecessary lies, right? She will pop up all the time talking about she wants that she wants to work with me. And I know that she doesn't, right? She'll come in here and saying, I'm trying to send you gifts, but I can't figure out how to get it to work. Girl, you've been floating around on TikTok for a year. You know how to send a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, like it's weird. She just wants like attention. You know what I mean? She'll send emails to our customer service. She'll get in my DMs asking me a million questions about stuff that she knows she's not going to buy anything. She knows she's not going to be a customer. Okay. I don't understand, the psychology of people like that outside of they just want some form of attention or something. I have no idea, but she is somebody that I would not consider a lead. Okay. And some of y'all would be like, oh, well, this person was in my DM or they asked me a question. She's not serious. Okay. One, there's never a time frame of when she wants to get started. That's immediately how you know if someone is serious or not about purchasing something. Or if you ask someone like how soon do they need the product or how quickly are they looking to get started or sometimes I ask y'all like what's your 3-month timeline for your business and stuff like that. When people have like no idea and there's no number, you're not a lead. You're a tire kicker. You could be in a research mode, but you're not actually a lead. Okay. When they don't have a budget, that's normally indication too that it's probably not a strong lead. You could be maybe lukewarm without a budget because sometimes people are researching and they don't know what that product or that service should cost. But when people don't have a budget, because y'all know if y'all have ever DM me, one of the first things I will ask you, what is your budget for your business? What's your budget for this project? And I give you a range. I'll say I have digital products that range from $7 to $197. I have, done for you services that start here. We can work together for a few months or a few weeks at this price point. I give a full layout. Like here are the services, here's the level of them, here's the price. You tell me what fits your budget. If you're not telling me what fits your budget, I know you're full of crap. Okay, I know you're full of crap. You say, yeah, I had to make a website because people say they want to buy and I get a product and then they don't buy. Yeah, like no, for real. People will do that. And they're not thinking about, that it's putting you, the business owner, out because they're not. I'm telling you, when you get into business, people don't look at you as a person anymore. They're just like, oh, this is a business. So therefore, in their mind, you don't have financial issues because you're a business, right? You didn't have a schedule that they just disrespected because you're a business, right? You don't have like children and parents and friends and family and all that kind of stuff because you're a business in their mind. Now, I know better because I own a business, but I'm telling you, most people are not thinking like that, right? So when we're looking for a lead, we're looking at people who actually are good candidates for our offers. We're looking at people that are serious. What lets you know someone's serious? They have a time frame is the first thing of when they want to get, whenever they want to get the solution or whenever they want to get started. Okay. The next thing is they normally have some type of goal. They have something they're trying to accomplish. So if somebody comes to me and they're just like, oh, I want to make money online, or and they're like, and I need help, and I may, respond back to them, well, okay, well, could you tell me exactly what you need help with? You're probably not serious, because a serious person will say, I need help in marketing, or I need help getting started. You know what I'm saying? I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I don't know what my first step is. Can you help me get started? They may say, I have a product, I have a website, I have XYZ element of P, and I'm not getting sales and I'm not sure what to do about it, right? They may come and tell me I'm struggling with traffic. Okay. They may come in and tell me that I have a bunch of inventory. I have thousands of dollars of inventory just sitting in my garage or sitting in my house. They may come and say, during COVID, I opened a business and my business was doing really, really well. And in the past few years, sales have dwindled. My reach is gone. The algorithm changed on me, and I'm not really sure what to do. I need a way to get into a new market. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? People that are serious, they are going to have a timeline and they have a goal, and they will have a specific issue or problem or question. When they don't have those three things, that's probably not a serious lead. And just because somebody followed you, or just because somebody went to your website and, hey, John, and your pixel tracked them, does not mean that they're a legitimate lead. And we don't want to waste our time with people that are tire kickers. Okay. When people are just researching or tire kicking, that's when we can send them to links and information pages where they can get more information. And you can say, okay, you can review this. And if you have additional questions, or if you have another question, let me know. But just to be out here, chasing everybody like like a dog chasing cars, no, that's a waste of time and a waste of money. Okay. So with that being in mind, when we start thinking about a lead magnet, you need to think about something that's really, really good. You need to think about something that's going to be attractive to someone that's serious, right? Some of y'all's lead magnets are trash. They're general, they're fluff. They're not really giving anyone any help. They're not helping move a client forward, right? Or get closer to a goal or something they're trying to accomplish. And this is part of the reason you're not getting clients. You're not building your community, because your information is shallow. No, if you're signing up for a lead magnet from me, I need you to feel bad that you didn't pay for it. I need you to be in shock, like, wow, this is really, really good. I can't believe that I really got this information. I can't believe that she really gave me a posting cycle. I can't believe that this woman really gave me a 3-day training or course, and it showed me how to get everything set up. I can't believe y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Your lead magnet should be good, as if someone paid money for it. Why? Because your lead magnet is probably, these people is one of the first interactions they're going to have with your company or your brand, your page, your community, whatever you want to call it. And if people feel like they were treated well and they got something of value that they didn't pay any money for, well, now they're not going to be stressed about spending money with you, because they're going to be like, oh, this was really, really good, and I didn't even pay for it. Wonder what's on the other side when I actually do pay for something. Blink, blink, blink. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. So when you're doing your lead magnet, I want you to think about, who is this customer? What's their goal, right? What are they trying to accomplish? Or what are some common goals or accomplishments that they will have? And then once we have a list of those and we have a good understanding, now what can I give to them that's going to help move them forward, right? And I know some of y'all are like, well, I don't have a course. I sell clothes online. Same thing. It's the same parameters for a lead. Because if I'm on your website and I'm looking for something, I probably have an event coming up. And that's why I'm here looking for this particular product, right? There are some people that just window shop, just a window shop. But a lot of times when y'all think about it, when you're online shopping or you're going to a store to shop, especially like if let's use retail as an example, right? Let's say clothes, you're looking because maybe you have a birthday coming up, maybe you're going to a wedding, maybe it's a graduation for one of your kids, maybe you guys are going to a family reunion, maybe you're getting an award, and you need something special, maybe you're doing an appearance, right? There's typically a reason why you're out looking for this particular thing. If you're going to buy hair oil or body butter, a lot of times you're going to get it because you're about to run out or you've been wanting to try it. Maybe you need something that fits your skin routine, right? Your regimen a little bit better. Maybe what you have at home isn't working. So I'm looking for something else. I'm looking for a new foundation. I'm looking for a new moisturizer, right? Typically, there's some type of reason. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? People that are tire kickers, they're just out here aimlessly. Okay. There's not really a reason. People that are good, legitimate leads, I promise you, there's a reason, and there's normally like a date that they're expecting to see results. They're expecting to see things get done. How do I ask Meta to run ads to the folks that have watched my IG post for 50%? You have to go select the video. When you go into engagement, you select the particular videos and then you tell it 50%. And Instacoin, you can do it in the Thursday insight sessions, or you can post it in the weekly question queue. But does that make sense? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down when it comes to a lead and your lead magnet? So once we understand who we're trying to talk to, that we're trying to talk to legitimate leads, what would a legitimate lead find valuable? What would they find useful? Is it going to be a discovery call? Is it a free shipping? Is it a 15% off their first order? Is it a sample? Are we looking for, a step-by-step tutorial, a checklist, a cheat sheet, some type of instructional, a tutorial? Like what would the person who's a legitimate lead find helpful? What would they find valuable? That's what your lead magnet should be. What type of questions do people that are legitimate leads ask? So I'll give you guys a quick example, and then let's go into Q&A because it's 3:45. It's 3:46 right now. Okay. So if y'all got questions, hold on. Let me get the queue open up. Maybe. Bam. Queue is open. Here's our invitation link over here on the YouTube. By the way, if you guys enjoyed this, do not forget that I have a workshop coming up next Sunday. We have room for 50 people in this workshop, 50. And you guys can go click the link in my bio, tap the first button, and register for the workshop. And during the workshop, I'm going to show you guys how to actually build a brand new page or a brand new concept or product and launch it in 6 weeks. Okay, successfully launch it in 6 weeks. That's what we're doing in the workshop. So if you need help with that, click the link in the bio, tap the first button. If today's information is helping you, click the link in the bio, tap the first button, and register. Okay. When those 50 seats are sold out, I'm not sure if I add more or not. I don't know. Okay, I know I got room for 50 though next Sunday, and it's virtual, so you can come anywhere in the world. Now, this is an example I want to give y'all when we think about people that are legitimate customers. So for those of you that don't know, my very first company is an event design and production company. And so, hey, Vic, so people would hit me up all the time. And the number one question I was getting from legitimate leads: how much will this wedding cost? How much will this party cost? How much, whatever type of event they were having, how much will this baby shower cost? It was always, how much does it cost, right? So I understood that people will find it valuable if I can tell them how much something would cost. So I put together these beautiful guides, which showed a portfolio of my work. And I basically started putting events in categories by price point. So I was like, if you have, $10,000 to $15,000, this is what your event will look like. This is what it will include. This is the type of venue you can expect to be in. These are the things, that are additional that you're going to have to come up with. Then I went to the next category. If you're spending in between 20 and 30,000, same thing. If you're spending in between 35 and 50,000, boom, here you go. If you're spending 50 to 100,000, if you're spending 100,000 plus, here we go. And literally, when I say that changed my business and I started booking better quality clients and I started booking clients with higher budgets because I understood they wanted to know how much would it cost and they needed a visual representation to see what it would look like. And they enjoyed having a list. And I also had a whole calculator with common wedding and event costs. And I listed the 34 to 43 vendors that every event is going to have. And then from there, I started listing like how much the typical deposits would be. If you're eating in a hotel, whatever the fee is, you need to add another 22% because they're going to put a gratuity and there's a state tax that they're not giving you, on the front end. I went into all of that stuff to get people to understand this is how much and how you should set your budget up. And so they would have to put in their name and their email, their phone number, and their event date. And then they would get the full guide with the calculator and the images and the pictures so they could understand these are all the things that I need to pull off the type of event that I want to pull off. And it brought me very serious clients. And by the time someone came to a consultation in my office, it was just a formality. They already knew that they were going to work with me. We were just trying to figure out what their budget was going to be. Just like that. So literally, when you're looking at people that are good leads, what you have to figure out is what are the questions that someone who's serious about moving forward, what are the questions they have? What's information they will see as valuable? What's a product or tool that they feel like will be beneficial to them? Because the easiest way to gain a customer and keep a customer is to help someone, accomplish a goal, help someone get something that they've been looking for. That's the easiest way. That's the best way to do it. And so if you're thinking about what questions is a serious person going to ask, what problems are they facing? What goals do they want to accomplish? You build your lead magnet around that. You said, wow, yes, that makes sense. Easy to find what service they want from you. Yep. That doesn't come whenever when y'all pop in my DMs and y'all are asking about working with me, I immediately give y'all a list. This is the type of product I have. This is the price point of it. Which one of these better suits you? And then from there, we can help you, whatever your next goal is or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, find what matches it. And sometimes I'll tell y'all like, hey, I think, I'll refer y'all out to other people because what you're wanting, I know that I'm not a good fit for that. And that's really, really important when we're trying to build businesses, especially building businesses digitally. All right, y'all, we got 8 minutes for Q&A. Is it Kurtz? Am I pronouncing your name properly, Kurtz? I'm trying to pull you up. It's just spinning though. You may have to exit out and come back in, Kurtz, and request again to come up. But I'm trying to pull you up on Instagram. That's right. Keep tapping the screen. And yes, way to go. As Rose Goddess pointed out, we got 32,000 taps. Y'all better tap it up. Is Insight Session tonight? Nope. It's the last Thursday of the month, Young Rich. Last Thursday of the month is my Thursday. So Insight Sessions will resume next Thursday. We did one last Thursday though. We typically do them. We roll them on through. But it's the last Thursday of the month, honey. So I get to be off, okay? Woohoo. Give my little vocals a break. Hey, Miss Rich, did you request up intentionally or was that an accident? You're so welcome. Y'all, by the way, because whatever they did when they updated TikTok, people are always requesting up on accident. So if you actually requested up, just say, let me up. So I know, and then I'll pull you up. Because I'll be getting tired of pulling people up and they'll be like, oh, that was an accident. Say, let me up, and I'll pull you up. This was great. I'm a college student navigating running a body butter business. Thank you. You're so welcome. Your college is behind with marketing. I realized that when I graduated college with my MBA and I got into the real world and started running a business like day to day. colleges never, they do now, but like when I was in college, they were not talking about social media. They were not talking about digital marketing. They were not speaking about media buying. They did not even understand, how to operate the grid and how to get it to pull the information to get you in front of the right people. They didn't talk about pixels. They did not talk about retargeting. None of that. None of that. And I was just like, y'all are behind. What's an example of a pre-offer? If anybody comes to my workshop next Sunday, that will be a pre-offer, because the workshop is going to be good, and we're going to take you through the process of building out take you through the process of everything you need for a lunch and how to lunch. But if you need help like actually executing that, if you need someone to review your pages, if you need someone to help you when you get stuck, if you need help with your copy, you need help with the emails, you need help streamlining your offer, the message packaging, the branding, you need help with the system of automation, right? You need help with specific content to post. You need help with putting together an ad so you can build up 2,000-3,000, or not even an ad. I'm not running ads on TikTok right now, and I picked up 500 followers yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But I know what type of content I need to be putting out to build my page. If you need somebody to tell you this is the type of space or the room you need to be in, right? You need help with executing all of that. Well, then you should be in Instacoin. Right. But so there are some people, we're going to give them the map. We're going to give them the formula. We're going to give them the framework, and they're going to go off and they're going to use it. But there are going to be other people that are going to be like, you know what? I would rather increase my chances of succeeding by working closely with someone that can help me with all the things that I'm confused about, and help me whenever I get stuck, and help me out when I have a question. So my core offer is Instacoin. The pre-offer would be coming to the workshop, because at the end of the day, all the roads always lead back to Instacoin for me. Would the workshop be good if you're already in Instacoin? If you're trying to fast track, I guess. But if I'm being honest, Fit Sisterhood, there's a quick lunch guide inside of Instacoin already. There's a whole section we have, like quick money section, so to help you make money in 60 days or less. So you probably could use some of the strategies in there. I mean, if you don't want to come to the workshop, though, you definitely can just come to the workshop. Hey, Bougie and Fine. Thank you. Y'all, Bougie and Fine was like, hey, Dr. Ann. I am, for those of you that don't know, blink, blink, blink. Technically, you should be calling me Dr. Ashley Ann. But, I'm down to earth like that. I'll be chilling. Okay. Hey, Janice Place. What's going on, sweetheart? Any other questions before I get up out of here today? We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Three minutes. Y'all, my notifications be out of control. It's like I have mixed emotions about them. I'm like, okay. Also, a lot of people would consider paid discovery calls and stuff like that. They would consider that a pre-offer as well, which I'm for it. I honestly don't believe in doing free discovery calls, because you meet too many people that are users to the max. Seriously Sophisticated, Monte Pickens, or is that Monty Pickens? Did y'all request up intentionally? If you did, just say let me up and I'll pull you up. I did say technically. I did. Because like a lot of times people like, oh, we'll do a free discovery call. I'm not doing that, because a lot of times you get people that are just there to use you. I had a woman sitting this whole thing, we had went through all her stuff. She had already had a discovery call and all that. That's what broke me up. I said, and I will not no more. And she was like, I need to know what to do. What's my next step? Well, girl, you should become a client. You should become a client, and then I can tell you your next step. But since you're not a client, you figure that ish out on your own. And I'm talking about, she was like in our inbox and our DMs like every day, like she was paying somebody. I was like, girl, bye. And then y'all remember back in the Periscope days, I used to do free calls, and I started having people, they would be putting themselves on the calendar every week for 2 and 3 months in a row. Like real abusive, real usury, real disrespectful. It's a lot of people on the planet Earth. They feel like because you're kind or because you're offering something that it's okay for them to take advantage of you. So I'll be like, no. I already answered you, John. Stick it in the weekly question queue and stick it in the weekly question queue in the Facebook group. Um, or you can go through your when you go to the dashboard, there's an ads training in there too, and it walks you through using engagement and selecting your videos and telling Meta like, I want to show this to people that watch 50% or more of this video. You say you don't know what you're doing. Understandable. You remember that? Yeah, baby. All of us remember that. It was too much. Anyway, y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. If you enjoyed today's session and you want to know a full-on strategy, you want to be able to build one on how to launch your product, your program, your membership, your new page, make sure you click the link in the bio, tap the first button, and register for the workshop this next Sunday. It is a quick launch workshop. I'm going to be taking you guys through the process on how to launch a product or service or a membership very quickly, okay? Very quickly, expeditiously, all of that. Everybody, wash your hands, okay? Wash your hands, not hand sanitizer. Wash your hands, okay? The germs are out here. Y'all know the CDC, and they pulled us out of the WHO, out of the World Health Organization, but individuals can sign up for memberships, and I still be in there because I need to know what's going on. Y'all better wash your hands, okay? Some of the things that are rolling out towards the end of this summer and this fall that are supposed to make their way over to America, they don't respond to hand sanitizer. Okay. Also, there is nothing wrong. When I say nothing wrong with keeping a little pair of gloves in your car, and when you go to the gas station, you can, put on your glove, pump your gas. Okay. Pump the gas and then throw your little glove away. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Nothing wrong with wearing a mask. Okay. I don't care who's looking at you. You want to be alive or no. All right. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Bye, you guys.